Right, so if I just had to think conceptually, if I had to come up with my own concept, maybe it can give you guys some ideas. Don't steal my ideas wholesale, but it can help you to make up your mind. I would say, if I had to start sketching a concept for this, I would say, I'm just going to sketch above this. I would say this is an ancient landscape, and it's broken and it's jagged. There are, it's got these layers in it. It's very dry. There's enormous history to this place. And so I want to pick up some of this jagged brokenness in my design, and I'm going to kind of take a snapshot of something like that, this fragmented landscape, which is almost like, a dry dam, the clay floor of a dam. When it's dry, it's cracked, and the rocks also split, and they make these kind of, almost like, I don't know what you'd call that, but they get small cracks in, and then they flake off, off the main rock, and those little pieces fall at the bottom of the rock. That's also something which could be a powerful concept. And then that can be translated into a build structure. So, if you say a fragmented landscape, you can also choose a site where something, on the slope of a mountain or something like this, and you get a fissure or something, say there's something akin to a canyon or whatever, and it goes into the earth, something like that, and you decide to, inside here, you're going to build yourself some stone walls that protrude, and just two very dry stone walls, extremely thick, even like a meter thick, out of this. Let's say this is a crack in the earth here. So I'm just going to sketch it quickly. And unfortunately now the video is shaky because my tripod is mounted on the table, and it's going to shake as we go. Right, so let's say this is a mountainside or something. They're huge boulders here kind of protruding, and there are these lines going down, and I've now decided I'm going to make these two fat dry stone walls just spanning over this crack in the earth, something like a donga or whatever, and that would be then these stones, and this is maybe the size of a human there. And I've now packed these two things, and I've just made a floor there, maybe from lightweight steel, just across this thing, and these two things are resting on the earth here with stone and so forth. And now I'm just going to maybe put a very lightweight aluminium structure or something over this with a roof, or maybe something like that, and this would be like a floating just roof, and I can maybe just leave it open, put a piece of canvas here on the front and the back. And a typical concept like this would be, I have used this ancient fragmented landscape, and I have just imposed two walls and a roof, three elements, and I'm closing it with lightweight materials. And maybe underneath here I can store things, and it's a cool kind of dry place. Unless there's a storm, then you're going to die. But so that would typically be the lines along which I would think for something like this. So you're not going to do things like Swiss chalets in the Alps, this kind of architecture, thick timber. So I know a lot of you guys are already burning to do this, but you can't do this, all right? This kind of really ugly, and then you got this thing down, and log homes, and this kind of, so you don't want to do this, all right? You want to work with what's there and follow this route. Like Grace said, look at similar examples in other dry, arid desert areas.